Hey y'all, what's up? I'm here for Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 3, Episode 11. Y'all, I was so proud of Don this episode. I was so here for him. But we gonna get to that. Um the episode though starts off with, Kat being, in LA or whatever. And she's out, at the bar or whatever with her assistant, it's during the day. And she talks about how she really doesn't have a lot of time for herself, between the shop and, all this other stuff going on. And the free time that she does have, she spends it with her boyfriend, but because he complains about them not spending time together. So, they're at the bar and everything, her and her assistant, and she's asking, like, do they have, like, some Hennessy or whatever. And the waitress is like, we don't have Hennessy. I was like, say what? Hennessy is one of my favorite dark liquors, y'all, let me tell you. So then she was like, okay, well, do you have a Long Island iced tea? And she was like, we don't have those either. I said, well, god damn it, what do y'all have? Okay. But she was like, did they have like tequila or something like that? And then Kat was asking, do y'all got some hot wings or whatever? And she was like, we don't have any hot wings, but we have salad. I said, salad? Now, don't get me wrong, y'all, I do like salad and stuff like that, but yeah, if I'm drinking, alcohol, wings would be, more appropriate, I would think. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they, they just go ahead and decide to go with the tequila or whatever. They're having a good time, you know what I'm saying, kind of acting ratchet a little bit. And they have some bougie people sitting next to them just looking at them all weird, like, ugh, who are these people? Like, Kat and her assistant was like beneath them or something. So, Kat goes over there and asks, do you guys want to come over here or whatever? We got liquor and everything. And they was like, and they didn't even say no. They just shook their head like, I said, let that have been me. I would have been like, oh, I would, as soon as she would have said we got free, I would have been already over there, okay? I would have already been over there before she got it out. But she was just like, okay, like people in LA take themselves way too seriously. And the next thing you know, she gets an email about, her tattoo studio, the rent going up or whatever. And she calls the people to find out what's going on. And, they tell her that it's under new management and everything. And, that's why it's going up. And, pretty much she had got a deal with the old company or whatever. So, either she can, pay, or she has to move out within 30 days or whatever. So that's that with her. Then we have, we're at 9 Mag. And 4 is doing a tattoo, a cover-up tattoo for a client. And he hasn't done a tattoo since, the last incident or whatever, when, he did the tattoo on the lady's face and everything. And, he's having a conversation with Ryan or whatever. And Ryan is like, listen, we had this conversation 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When you was just like, man, I'm going to just give up doing tattoos and just focus on the music. And I told you, nah, man, you're not about to do that. Like, I'm not even about to sit up here and let you do that. You know what I'm saying? So, just shake that shit off. You know what I mean? Don't let one tattoo, fuck up your whole career or whatever. So, the lady, she has like a tramp stamp or whatever. And, she wants, like I said, she wants to get a cover up, and she wants the time, like a clock or whatever, and the time that, her twins were born, because she had twins and everything. And I thought that was cool. That was a cool idea or whatever. And, he finished the tattoo and she was satisfied. So, his spirit has been lifted again about, doing tattoos. He's good. Then we get, Don and Ashley. They're at the doctor's and everything, checking on the baby. She tells the doctor she's been feeling like restless and kind of faint lately. And, the blood work came back, and, he tells her, you have, a case of anemia, and that she has, low iron and, a low blood count. And he's going to, prescribe her some iron pills and make sure you take them accordingly, because if not, that's going to, you are at this point, you have a high risk pregnancy. So it's going to put you at higher risk or whatever, and maybe even needing a blood transfusion if, things are not going right or whatever. So, her and Dawn are stressed out about that, and, I did feel bad for her or whatever because, I mean, I don't have any kids, but just the stories that I've heard and, watching the TV or whatever, I can only imagine how hard it is to deal with pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? And, she was also saying too that with her first, kid that, it was a breeze and everything. And that's another thing. Like, I always hear that every pregnancy is different. And, every pregnancy might not be the same. One pregnancy might be a breeze. The next one might be something different. So, yeah, I did feel, bad for her for that. Then we have, Danielle and Charmaine. Charmaine is doing a photo shoot to promote, her show, her radio show or whatever, and Danielle is styling her. So, the first outfit that Charmaine tries on, she's not feeling it. She's trying to bring in a new Charmaine or whatever, more ladylike, professional and classy. And when she said that shit, Danielle was cracking up in the confessional, like, yeah, okay, professional and classy with Charmaine in it, like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So next thing you know, Charmaine comes out with, this leotard or whatever, and she can't, snap it and everything. So she was like, you know what, since I can't snap it, you gotta snap it or whatever. And Danielle's like, I'm not trying to tickle your pussy. She's like, I'm not trying to tickle your pussy or whatever. She was like, I feel like I just touched it. She, trying to snap her up and everything. They do the photo shoot. It's a success. So then we're back in NYMAG or whatever. Ryan, Cobra, and Don are talking. And, Don is kind of drifting in and out of sleep or whatever. He's been real tired lately. He's venting about Ashley's, high risk pregnancy. And, then he talks about his sister being in the hospital for mental health. She deals with, anxiety issues. And, she had suicide attempts. And, she's been dealing with this since she's been 14. And, he was like, I mean, but back in the day, though, when we were growing up, she would just go in and out of her phases. But, this time is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that they did talk about, mental health up here on the show or whatever, because this is something that, us as a society, we try to shy away from and try to throw under the rug like it's not important, but it is very important to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Cobra is, expressing how she can relate because she deals with depression and anxiety, and, she's just venting her thoughts out, the things that she be feeling or whatever to Ryan and Don, and she's, talking about that she's had thoughts of killing herself, and, she doesn't feel love and appreciated, and when she does hear it, it doesn't mean shit to her. You feel what I'm saying? And, Don is telling Cobra, you can always vent to me or whatever, I'm here for you and everything. And Ryan is also giving his support as well. Like, he knew some of the struggles that Cobra dealt with, but he didn't know how bad it was. So, yeah, that was good to see them, give her, their support, Don letting Cobra cry on his shoulder and everything and just let it all out. I really like that. Ooh, I'm tearing up again. I was tearing up watching that scene, but but yeah, so then we have Kat again, she goes to her boyfriend's house to vent. And he was pissing me off. Excuse me, he was pissing me off this whole entire scene because she went there to vent to him about LA and feeling like she doesn't, fit in or whatever, and talking about her studio, the rent to her studio, increasing or whatever. And, he's like, well, maybe you got to make some cutbacks or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, she's still trying to vent to him. And he talking about So do you want a pity party right now or whatever? Like, you want me to play the violin in the background and, you talking to me about some shit that happens in LA every day. Okay, fucking jackass. She ain't from LA. What are you talking about here? She not used to this shit. Like, oh, he was pissing me off. And, she's like, I didn't come here for a lecture. I just came here to vent. You know what I'm saying? And he's still like, well, I ain't going to tell you what you want to hear. Like, you don't have to tell a person. It's a way to tell the person the truth and not be a fucking jerk off in the process. Like, you were being a real fucking jerk off and it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you do just kind of have to listen to a person when they vent. And she was telling him, like, you vent to me all the time and I just sit back and listen to you. So why can't you do the same thing for me? Or whatever. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to put on my big girl panties and I'm going to walk my ass up out of here. And he like, oh, so you really going to leave? Did you not just see what the fuck you just did? I would have got my ass up and left too. Fuck. Like, he was pissing me off, y'all. Like, he did not have to act like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we get 4. He's at home and Nikki is cooking for him, cooking breakfast or whatever. She wants the key to his apartment. And he like, say what? Okay. And he's like, I mean, we already work in the same building. You could get the key from me then if you feel like you want to come back to my crib and chill or whatever. And he's like, listen, I like my space. You know what I'm saying? And, he's like, I mean, you already practically live here. Like, you got your shit every damn where. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you need a key? And, she's like, in a relationship, there is no space or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, of course, the way Nikki thinks, she's sitting up here in the confessional talking about I mean, it shouldn't be no problem with me having the key unless you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. And I'm just like, that's Nikki for y'all, okay? But anyway, so he's telling her, listen, we gonna get there. I just don't want to rush into things. So, because, I mean, shit, motherfucking Van and Jen, they've been together for years, and she just got a key to his crib, and they still having issues. I'm just saying, but I definitely wouldn't expect him to try to wait that long or whatever. I definitely don't think Nikki would expect him to wait that long before she get a key either. But I'm just saying, I just, joking around or whatever. But anyway, so we're back at 9 Mag. This scene pissed me the hell off too. Lily comes into the shop. They like, hey, we ain't seen you in a couple of days or whatever, this, that, and the third. She's talking to them about Cobra, how they got into it again because, Cobra is speaking on shit that she don't know about, this, that, and the third. Like, she telling them all this shit about how she told Junior this, that, and the third, but she not telling about that Instagram picture that she posted, which prompted Junior to, show Cobra and Ryan the picture of old boy, and that's what had Cobra like, oh, hey, I know him, or whatever. It's not like as if Cobra just out of nowhere came with this information, like, oh, Junior, I've been meaning to tell you, this guy named Plug been coming by me and Lily's apartment, and, he's been banging her brains out. Like, Cobra didn't just freely give up that information. Junior showed her the Instagram picture, and she realized she knew the guy, and even then she still really wasn't trying to say nothing. She kind of was silent at first until Junior was like, come on, Cobra, you supposed to be my homie or whatever, just keep it real with me. So then that's when she kind of felt like her hand was forced at that point, like, damn, this is my friend, let me go tell him. But see, and I didn't say nothing about this last week, but some of the other YouTubers that I watch, like KYP561 and Mike B, they pointed it out. Junior kind of like really snitched on Cobra, for real, and just made it seem like as if he set the scene up, making it seem like as if Cobra just willingly gave him that information when that's not how it went down. And I felt like he was fucked up for that. I agree with them. I felt like he was fucked up for that. That wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so she want to sit up here and lie, talk about some her and Plug are just friends. Fuck out of here. Like, are you forgetting the Instagram post that you posted with this nigga? Gazing into his eyes and all the other shit in the caption that you put? Knowing Junior was going to see that way before he even found out about y'all two doing something together. And then on top of that, you don't even tell them that you did fuck him. You don't tell them that you admitted to Junior that you fucked him. You want to sit up here and talk about me and him just friends, trying to really make Cobra look fucking bad. Like, fuck out of here, Lily. Like, I can't stand her motherfucking ass. So anyways, Lily starts to sit up here and snitch or whatever and talk about how Cobra was talking shit about, Danielle and Charmaine or whatever. And Charmaine was like, I mean, damn, Cobra, like, we went through our stuff, but I thought we was cool or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, Cobra comes in or whatever, and she already knows that it's some bullshit and everything. And Lily is like, do you want me to tell on you or whatever? Do you want, or are you going to tell yourself about what you said or whatever? And Cobra, she's like, okay, I was talking shit about you and Danielle, talking to Charmaine or whatever, because I thought we got past, some shit or whatever, and y'all still bringing up shit from like a month ago. And they show the flashback of when Lily and Velvet was on the double date with Junior and Lily or whatever, and Cobra was like, just kind of getting some shit off her motherfucking chest about them. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, the fact that Charmaine was automatically ready to go in or whatever, like, I feel like that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that she was automatically ready to go in. And it's like, let's be honest, like, y'all all probably talk shit about each other in their damn shop. So what the fuck? Including you, Lily. So, like, the whole shit was just pissing me off. And it's just like the fact that Charmaine just automatically, decide to go in on Cobra like that. To me, it shows that you still feel some type of way towards Cobra. For real. Like, that's just the way I see it. But anyway, so, Charmaine is over it or whatever. She's like, that still don't give you the right to talk about us, And, Lily is like, you fucked me over and I want to fuck you up. And Cobra is like, bitch, I protected your ass. What is you talking about? So Cobra, she gets up and leaves. She's over it. Then later on, we see her at the bar with Velvet's ass. And, she's venting to her about the shop and feeling like that, Lily turning the shop against her and everything. And, she's over and feels like that she should leave because there's no point of her being there. Velvet is encouraging her to drink. I'm like, Velvet, this is definitely not the right time for Cobra to be drinking and shit like that. Like, I'm just saying. But she's just, shoving the drinks down her motherfucking throat or whatever. Next thing you know, Velvet unzipping her damn dress while they're at the bar in public with people around or whatever. And, Cobra's like, okay, let's leave so they can fuck or whatever. And the previews for next week's episode, the way Velvet trying to play Cobra out, like, I ain't even gonna talk about it right now. That's next week's shit. But anyway, so we get Charmaine. She's at home or whatever with her boyfriend. She's making dinner and everything. The next thing you know, she starts talking about the shop and all the drama that they have and everything. He's tired of discussing work or whatever, and he feels like he's not getting enough attention, and he understands that she has to work. She works 2 jobs and everything, but when they're home, he needs, her full attention and not talking about work. And I get that, but I felt like he was just going above and beyond when he was talking about if you can't step it up or whatever, then, you can't put some attention into here, then, I could pack my shit up and leave and this, that, and the third. I was like, okay, yeah, you doing a little bit too much. So that was their little scene or whatever. So then we get 4. He's in the studio with Johnny Blaze or whatever. And, he's having her sing on a song that he wrote for Nikki and everything. And 4, he wants Johnny to moan on the song. Like, little sexy, seductive type of moans. So, he comes in the booth or whatever to like help her with the moans and everything. And Nikki came in at the wrong fucking time because, she's looking at the shit like, what the fuck is going on here? And then, Ford and Johnny are locking hands or whatever because, Johnny finally got it right and everything. I'm just like, okay, like, why y'all, like, y'all ain't got to do all that, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice high five, yeah, buddy, or whatever would have been nice, but, yeah, the locking hands was a little bit much or whatever. But, Nikki automatically coming in talking about the song sounds like trash or whatever because she don't like what she see. And, Nikki is like, why are you touching her? This, that, and the third. And four is like, I'm just trying to get her into character. And, he was like, I didn't know you was coming and everything. And Nikki, she like, I don't have to tell you when I'm coming. I'm your woman. I come when I please. And her and this I'm your woman line is getting on my last nerves. We know, he know, everybody knows that you're his woman, okay? Like, that shit be getting on my nerves when she do that. Like he don't know. But anyway, so he like, I'm trying to make a song, about you or whatever. And then she gonna sit here talking something, well, I don't like it, this, that, and the third. So he takes her outside or whatever. And, she's like, why were you holding her hand and why was she moaning? And, he's trying to explain to her. And she's like, my mom sound better than that or whatever. And Nikki, she starts pushing him and everything. And, we know that the reason why she doing all this is because Ford didn't give her a key. We all know that's why she tripping and everything. And, Nikki too pretty to be doing all what she be doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so the producer dude, he comes outside and tells her to leave because she's killing the vibe. I'm just like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, I mean, I understand, yeah, she was killing the vibe or whatever, but that wasn't your job to sit up here and tell her that shit. That was, let Ford handle that. That's his girl. You sit up here, coming outside or whatever, talking about you're killing the vibe, like, boy, what? And I feel like Ford didn't even really do nothing for real to tell him, like, hey, yo, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do nothing for real. He just let Nikki walk away and he went back into the studio. I was just like, so, anyways, that was that with their scene. So, back in NYMAG, Ryan comes in. He tells them about this email that he got from the Urban Ink magazine. They want to do a cover spread on NYMAG or whatever. And, Charmaine is like, me and Danielle too. He's like, yeah, the whole NYMAG. And Charmaine is like, Cobra too. And Ryan is like, yeah, why would she not be in the magazine? And then Charmaine and Lily start going in on her, talking about how she lies and she steals and she's shady. Right? Like, I've been gone 2 days, and here y'all go with this beef with Cobra. And they steadily talking shit. Don is like, he's like, sorry, I thought something on my mouth. But Don feels like, she's misunderstood or whatever. They still going in or whatever. And, he feels like these are some bullshit ass reasons that they're given for not liking her and everything. So they steadily going in. Next thing you know, Don flips the table because they're not listening to him. And this is definitely one of the very few times I am here for him going Incredible Hulk on motherfuckers. Okay? Because he's like, I get it. She be fucking up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she got bigger issues that she's dealing with. Like, I don't talk to her about no motherfucking watches and all this other bullshit y'all talking about. I talk to her about what's going on with her mentally and physically, and motherfuckers don't be saying that shit. Like, I got a sister that's in the hospital right now or whatever, dealing with mental health issues because she's misunderstood. And, he's like, y'all need to look deeper into the shit and understand that she's crying for attention. And this shit that y'all doing is motherfucking bullying her. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, she's searching for a family. And, And, we could, if we gotta be the ones to save her, we can do that and not leave her in the motherfucking dirt. Next, and after that, Dawn exits out the fucking door. I said, you better go off, Dawn. Yes, matter of fact, no, let me stand up. Let me stand up and clap for him. God damn it. I was too hyped when he was going off on them because he's right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all sitting up here, like, I feel like Cobra does not do nothing that bad for them to just be going in on her the way that they do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just, it's crazy to me. Like, I feel like she don't do nothing that bad for motherfuckers to be going in on her the way that they do and always making her the target and everything for, they bullshit and always putting the blame on her for shit that's they motherfucking fault. You feel what I'm saying? So I was so here for Don when he went off and did that shit. Okay, like he was over it. He was over it and I was over it too. I was over it for him. You know what I'm saying? And all them bitches can do was just sit there mute the whole time that he was going off. I was hyped. I was hyped. I was glad. I was proud of him. Like I really feel like Don is really like trying to improve as a person and really grow up. And I don't even know what else to say, but yeah, y'all, that was the episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.